So is the champion of this tournament the...
They sure...
Where...
What's going on? Why isn't this working?
Go get it! Put him in the ground!
Well done.
Hey, what's up, Genji? How's everything?
waiting for this guy.
Hey, don't blame me.
Dear gods, it is just as it is foretold. The prophecy! Behold! I give you your winner by default! Hear me all! At last, we are visited by one who fulfills the prophecy! He has claimed victory, untouched by his opponent! And so it is he who shall be Palamecia's savior, the warrior of light! Need I remind you all of the prophecy? He shall emerge unscathed as champion, for none can oppose him. Our champion has triumphed here today, without suffering a single blow, for he is the true warrior of light!
you get? I didn't. It truncated on the screen when you were in the chat. Couldn't see the end. Oh, 17. Nice.
My
Are you looking for more? He shall emerge unscathed as champion. I guess there are still parts of the prophecy I don't know about, Capo.
So wait, what would have happened at this tournament if I didn't show up?
There wouldn't have been a final match, and that means there wouldn't be a Warrior of Light. And that means they would have had to start it all over again from the first round.
But even if it did, the prophecy won't be fulfilled unless the champion wins by default.
That's right, Capo. A victory any other way wouldn't cut it. So they'd have to start over again. Maybe they've just been holding that tournament over and over and over until someone came along and won by default.
That doesn't make any sense.
Does it matter, Capo? Everyone was offering you their blessings.
Those didn't sound like blessings to me.
Capo.
What's wrong?
It's just a little sad, Capo.
Well, it's not something that we need to worry about.
You're right, Capo.
No, I never played Fallout. Never played the Fallout Shelter or any Fallout games. Are you a Fallout player and you play a lot? I heard those games are pretty addicting. Oh yeah, is it? It has to do with the. Isn't it like a side game from the Fallout series? It's part of that genre. So you're actually. Can you connect that with the actual Fallout game? I thought that was the mobile game was like a promotion before Fallout came out, and you could do something with the game, the main game, that game.
Here I come. Eyes on me.
Oh no, I missed that last message.
You have noticed that Mog is hiding something from you, right?
Are you telling me not to?
No. I just want you to be ready for whatever comes.
Playing so many mobile games that. Okay. This game just came out yesterday. It's not bad, but I play a lot on auto mode because I feel like the auto mode plays better than manual. It's a lot faster. Oh, you're gonna talk politics? Oh man, I don't really get into politics. I enjoy it. It's entertaining to me. I don't vote though. I never voted. I take the George Carlin approach. George Carlin, the comedian, and he doesn't vote. He didn't, so he never has to elect a president. I never saw anything that I wanted to vote for, so I don't vote. So if shit goes to hell, it's like, hey man, I didn't vote for him. You guys elected him. It wasn't me. And yeah, that's about it. I don't really get into it. How about you? sound like?
Too slow.
Does it hurt anywhere?
Okay. My sound was too high. Let me see, that should be better. Actually, hold on. Let me see. If I go to DC, coffee, let me see, music volume. That should be better, I think. I turned the sound down. It actually still sounds pretty loud, but... This is gonna be a close battle. Almost died on the second one. heard of Unturned.
You don't.
What is it?
Yo. Such power.
Oh, it's a survival game? Oh, nice.
I have to tell you something, Master. I have a bad feeling, Kupo. Something nasty is waiting for us here.
Oh.
Promise me you'll be careful, Kupo.
Is it that bad a feeling? You really seem worried. Well, don't be. I'm not losing any fights, Mog.
That's the spirit, Kupo.
Give me a list here of games to check out. Unturned and Fallout Shelter.
No more games.
Oh, that dude looks pretty badass.
Just you wait.
Yo.
Alright, ready, dudes.
Yo.
Don't get cocky.
Yo.
What level?
Too slow!
Yep.
No escape this time, Lich.
I just wanted to say thank you, Master, for everything.
This isn't over, Mog. We'll go.
Welcome back. What'd you get to eat? Nice. It's quite an assortment there. Watermelon, pizza roll, corn. Shit, I just wasted 2 of those cards. Can you give me those abilities? Damn. Give up all the abilities. How do you level up?
We're going to be at the ruins soon, Master. But there's more and more rooms to visit after this one, so we have to hurry up. Oh, just be careful when you're talking to Princess Sarah. Don't say anything rude.
Got it.
And what else? Oh, and don't listen to anyone but the princess. Especially Chaos. Don't listen to him at all. What else?
Hold on. That's a lot to remember in one go.
Well, remember it anyway. It's not like anything I said is that hard, Kupo.
What are you getting mad for?
Kupo.
Another joke? Why am I not surprised? This is over.
I'm me.
Oh no! It's coming! It's coming! Oh no! Oh. Leave this one to me, Master. Don't worry, I got this, Kupo. With great bravery shall the warrior of light's companion protect him. That's what the prophecy says, Kupo.
Shut up.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. We're going down. No. I wasted all my Phoenix down early in the game. That was a bad move. Let's see. There's a learn. Lesser one wave. One dance. Yeah, I like it so far. It's really complex in terms of customizing your guy and in battles. I'm kind of watching the auto mode to learn how to do the battles properly. It's a lot of strategy and there's a lot of fast-paced stuff going on. It really covered a lot of defensive and offensive tactics for just using one character. I can just purchase duplicates and fuse them. Alright, let it Genji. Have a good day, man.
Master, but they're
Got it.
what else?
Another joke. Here I come.
Oh no! It's coming! It's coming! Oh no! Oh. Leave this one to me, Master. Don't worry, I got this, Kupo. With great bravery shall the warrior of light's companion protect him. That's what the prophecy says, Kupo.
Watch this. Time for the real fight. Slice and dice.
Alright. I see why auto mode is not the best mode to fight it anymore. I made some mistakes. Auto mode made mistakes.
going to be at the ruins soon, Master. Master.
Too slow!
Alright, we can't beat that dude yet.
Eyes on me! Yeah!
say I cannot recommend. Yeah, I did 6 sessions, which was crazy. The side effects long term. My eyes burnt for straight up 2 to 3 months every day. Yeah, it's like burnt, like I needed brows constantly. Like you scared of sunburn? Like irritated. Yeah, more like that. And I just felt like it brought me out of it for a couple months. Yeah. Then I did. Let's explain. Okay. So then I glossed over it. Yeah. Well, I talked about it last time I was here, but I did. Yeah. Because I got a lot of talking about you were gonna do it, or you. Maybe I was gonna do it. I think you had done it. Yeah, I had done it, and it was still too early to tell. But I remember running into you in the hall at the comedy store, and you were super happy. It was amazing. The first time I did it, the first 2 sessions were great, and then after that, I kind of hit a plateau, and I just kind of felt like, I'm not kidding, like a couple months. So the first session you did, you have positive benefit. Yeah, because the treatment is 6 sessions. Protocol. Yeah, that's the protocol. So, hold on, video of it too. Hold on. Yeah, I know I have video. Twitching and no, it's not even that. You're just basically in like a hospital room. Right, but the experience itself, you said, was full-blown psychedelic. Straight up fucking 100% tripping balls. And this is all FDA approved? It's FDA approved as an anesthetic. Right. It's not FDA approved. Actually, you know what? It's getting there. I think it is there, actually. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to talk about it. Yeah. It is approved as an off-label pressure treatment. Off-label is tricky shit. Yes. Because there's no... They don't know. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, that's all of them in some way. Especially with antidepressants. I was like, yeah, this might could do something. Maybe not. I like that there's stuff that they can do to you that's definitely beneficial, but it's just, your insurance isn't going to cover it. If you have cash, you can pay for it. Yeah, that's kind of the situation I was in, where it's like, nobody was going to pay for it, but you want to roll the dice. And I rolled the dice, and I got to say, but do you think that if the initial treatments that you had, the first couple, you really had good responses from, if you stopped there, you'd have a different opinion of it? I don't know. That's the thing, if I had just done it once, it kind of felt like, you ever do acid? Yes. You know that like pain, that like super clear feeling you get? That's how I felt the day I saw you. I did acid for the first time, like, I want to say 4 months ago. Oh wow. 5 months ago. That's great. What'd you think? Loved it. Yeah? You didn't find it too intense? No. Okay. Because they can be speedy as fuck. I'm so used to edibles and float tanks. Yeah. That I think it's very introspective. It was very clean. Like the idea behind it, like the feeling, like the thought process behind it. This is like, it's a mind clarifier. It's like, Bill Hicks used to call it a squeegee in your third eye, like mushrooms. Yeah. It felt very clarifying. If that makes any sense. Yes, it makes total sense. I felt great. I felt really good. I felt really friendly. During? Yeah, man, like really. You must have had good stuff, because a lot of times it can be speedy, and it ends up feeling like mushrooms and I think maybe meth. Oh, combined. Yeah. So you end up with this just like intense fucking. It's not the goddamn problem is that it's illegal. Okay. So you're getting weird versions of it. Here's the doctor putting the IV in my arm. Okay. And Kevin, can I say it? Take this with the 1980s film? No, that's just the way it's saved or whatever. Why does it seem so little? I don't know. Blow it up. Okay. No, can't. All right. So this doctor is. He looks like Bob Shapiro, OJ's counsel, OJ's lead counsel. You can. Oh yeah, thing in the upper corner. So you just go into a regular doctor's office. And sticks the thing in your arm, and off you go. Now, the doctor, has he tried it himself? He would not say, but he said it with a wink that he had. He was like, I won't comment either way on whether I've done it myself. Yeah, all those guys, they wanted to keep it on the secret.
Yeah, but clearly he had. And so I would say for the first session was amazing. That's when I saw you. And then after that, it got a little dicey.
Now, what does it feel like when you're in?
It felt like I was in a pod.
A pod.
In like it's a small world after all, like pod. Going into the pod now, crossing my arms, and I was like a little boat just going along through rooms. And the rooms, I would say, were designed like kind of a bit like what's the Clockwork Orange, but like the milk bar thing, a bit like white walls, white breathing walls.
Breathing.
And yeah, breathing. I'd say they were breathing. Yeah, they were inhaling and exhaling. But I was never freaked out. And then there was like kind of digits on it, like the Matrix. It had like a green hue to it. My biggest worry when I was in it was like, I'm so out of it. If there's an earthquake, I'm fucked. And then I would get like wide shots of California. I would get like wide shots of California and think about like the hospital crumbling. And then me trying to get out and going like, I can't go, man. You're not going to have to go without me. Give me 40 minutes and I'll catch up to you guys. So that was my biggest worry. But for the most part, it was just like a fairly pleasant... I just couldn't get over the fact that this was happening in a doctor's office.
Right.
Just like a regular ass fucking doctor. Like literally waiting room with other physicians and their patients, old weirdos, shitty magazines. And then you go in and you trip your fucking head off.
And so you're sitting in like a regular chair?
You're sitting. It's a reclinable bed, like a Craftmatic
nice.
type thing. Oh yeah, it's real nice. They spared no expense.
So you're sitting in this Craftmatic adjustable bed. You get the needle in the arm, and they leave it in there for how long?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, if an earthquake happened, could you just pull the needle out of your arm? And
I was
you come
so
back?
out of it. I don't think I could have. I think once the drip happened, like it's in you for a while. So once the drip happens, you probably have however long. I mean, it's a 40-minute trip apparently, but I don't know if it's based on one. I don't know how much is going in at once.
Now, that stuff, ketamine is weird because it was a tranquilizer, right? For animals, a veterinary tranquilizer?
Exactly. It's a horse tranquilizer, and they use it as an anesthesia for humans.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
The guy was an anesthesiologist.
He was?
Yeah.
Don't they use that in wartime because it's easy to carry around? I believe they have in wartime because you can use very small amounts and it puts people under.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a Joe Rogan fact.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but it sounds like yes.
I think, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about various forms of anesthesia and sort of the evolution of using anesthesia, and that ketamine worked really good in the field because you could have a very small amount and you would, put someone under pretty deeply.
Yeah, I don't know if it's local. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you could have done surgery. It wasn't like I couldn't feel myself.
Right.
It was more like I had no interest in it.
What do you got here? Following FDA approval in 1970, what is that? Anesthesia was first given to American soldiers during the Vietnam War. Oh,
There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of shit on Reddit about it as an antidepressant, as a treatment for depression.
So for you, you heard about this how?
I don't know. I want to say if you just Google depression treatments,
So you just were
it's probably
Googling-
page 2, or alternative depression treatments is probably what I Googled.
Now we've had these conversations before, you and I, about depression and different treatments. How much exercise do you do? Did we talk about this
Yeah,
before?
decent amount. I run probably 3-4 days a week.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be one of the best things
Yeah.
for depressions.
Yeah.
Cardio.
But like I've never gotten a runner's high, if that makes sense.
Really?
I think I have a shortage of dopamine in my brain, just naturally. Like I just think I don't have a ton of dopamine. Like joy is not a thing I think I've ever experienced.
What?
I repeat, joy is a thing that I don't think I've ever experienced. I'll experience adrenaline rushes and like ego, but I'll never be truly like joyous. Yeah, it stinks. It fucking stinks because it's something I believe in. I just don't. I've accomplished things. I've done. You know what I mean? But I never get this sense of like this real. you know, in very small doses, extremely, like micro doses.
So, like, let me put it into perspective, like, career-wise. Like,
Yeah.
you had a nice Comedy Central special.
Yep.
You put a lot of hype behind it.
Yep.
I watched it. You did really well. Got
Yep.
great response. How'd you feel when all that was over?
I felt cool.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
I felt
alright.
like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, all right, good shit, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
See what else.
Yeah.
But I was never like, during Chappelle's show, I never got like I'm the king of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
never that sort of like huge, you know, something that would make you want to scream. You feel so good.
Right.
Do you get that much?
All day. 24/7. I just hold it
Just
in.
try not to scream. If you want to take a break, if you want to go up on the roof.
I'm the worst guy to talk to this about because I don't really get depressed. I've been depressed before.
But to answer my question, the joy question.
I'm joyful all the time.
Are you really? So
Yeah.
that wasn't a joke. You really
No,
are.
I'm pretty happy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Here's the good news. You seem happy.
Yeah.
Like I buy it. I'm not like it's fucking Joe Rogan thinks he's happy. You seem happy.
I have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Like that's a big part of it. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of cool friends. I love having a family. Love what I do.
Yep.
Like my jobs.
Yep.
My day is filled with stuff I enjoy doing.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's fucking. I'm just lucky.
Yeah.
Super lucky.
But I have many of the same things.
Yeah.
I just don't feel that sense of satisfaction you have.
Now, has it varied? Have you had higher and lower feelings of satisfaction?
Yeah, I think when I'm working a lot, I feel pretty satisfied.
Oh, okay. Okay, so accomplishments or task and goal oriented.
Yeah. Like it's satisfying to do a special or direct a commercial or write a TV show or, you know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I say I'm filled with joy and I'm happy all the time. When I'm not working or I'm not accomplishing anything or I'm not doing, like, if I get, like, real lazy, I can get depressed.
Somebody else told me that. They said that a very, very joyous guy told me when he gets injured, that takes it out of him.
It can. I've been injured a gang of times. I've had a bunch of surgeries from athletic injuries. But well, for me, if I go into lulls, like if I'm not accomplishing things, or in the past, I don't allow myself to get into those anymore because it's just not a good feeling. And even it doesn't even necessarily have to be like a career oriented thing, but I have to have things that I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
I mean, it could just be like I'm really into doing yoga. I'm
Yeah.
doing yoga every day. I do it, I get it done, and I feel great.
Yeah.
But if I'm not doing something, my brain, for whatever reason, needs tasks. It needs stuff to do. It needs stuff to figure out. It needs, like, puzzles.
Yeah.
If I don't get that, I have a real issue.
Yeah. Agreed. Do you like big long-term goals? It's
Yes.
just like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I
like
tend to
things
like
that are hard.
micro things. I like
those too.
I like
Yeah.
things that are due in like a week, as
Yeah.
opposed to something that's like, yeah, whenever you're like I'm outlining a movie right now. I'm like, yeah, but I wish it were more like
Bang, bang.
yeah, like I'm meaning about more like specifically to like kind of focus myself.
Like, you write a joke, and then you go up and do it tonight and it kills. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's something that's joy. That's pretty damn
Killing.
near joy. Yeah. That's,
Killing or just writing a joke?
writing a joke that it kills. It's like.
That feeling, man. Don't you wish you could give that to people who don't do stand-up?
Yep, I sure do.
I mean, it's like
It's it.
I've had this conversation with people before that don't do stand-up, and I'm like, man, I wish I could tell you what it's like to crush in front of 5,000
It's like
people.
finding $100,000. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
That's how it feels. It feels like, oh, I just found $100,000, and you know what led me there? My personality and my experience.
And your work ethic.
And your work ethic. That's exactly right.
That's
Like,
a big
and so
part
it's
of it.
like you feel like, oh, this is it's so personal.
Yeah.
It like feels like this could only, if it's a good joke, only you could have written it. You know.
Well, even if the other people could have written it, you wrote it. Like this thing
Exactly,
came
yeah,
out of
whichever.
the sky, out of your.
It shows you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows you. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So that I will say is like that's a sense of euphoria. But I think in some ways I try to kind of contain it a little bit in that where I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like this thing, I don't know what to do with this feeling. Because it's the kind of thing where you just want to like go up and kiss women. Like, hey, put it there. So smack people on the ass. And like, I just fucking wrote a fucking closer. What the
Yeah.
fuck did you know what I mean? Like, You just feel like a musical.
Tony Hinchcliffe had this new joke, and he did it, and he came off stage like right after he did it, and he was literally like fist pumping, like you know, he was just so fired up because it killed.
Yeah.
He was so fired up. It's like he was like charged with electricity.
Yeah, that's nice when you can allow yourself to just like and nobody gets, you do it in a way that no one gets jealous or feels like you're bringing.
You gotta hang out with better people.
No, I don't.
The
But
key.
we're hanging out with basically the same
Yeah,
people.
but I'm saying, like, if that's the problem,
Yeah.
you know, and we've all been there before too. Like, where things are going well, and you're hanging
Yeah.
around with someone, and they get super weird
Yeah.
and creepy with you, and they withdraw, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. What do you kind of like? What do you want me to? You want me to fail?
Well, there's people that do definitely want you to fail, but what they definitely don't want you to do is highlight the fact that they're not succeeding.
Well, yeah, but that's what most people consider. A lot of people consider your success their failure.
That's such a bizarre way of looking at it.
I know.
It's so common, though. Like, what evolutionary benefit does that have?
Finite resources.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes from. I
Right.
think it just comes from their. You know, when people go, there's enough jobs for everyone. You and I both know. No, there's not. No, there's not. There's enough jobs for talented people, but if you don't feel like you're talented, then you are fucking panicked all the time.
And then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because that sort of famine thinking is really bad for progress. Like if you're a person who's really worried about other people getting things and you start thinking in a jealous manner about other people's success, that fucks up your own ability to express yourself.
Yeah.
And that fucks up your ability to succeed.
It depends on how it hits you. It can be a motivator, I believe.
Sure. Definitely.
Where you're like, fucking, he got it. You know, I can't get whatever that is.
But it's hard to. You gotta kind of wrestle it into a positive way. Because if you get upset that somebody else got something, then usually it's a bitter motivator, and it doesn't lend itself to success.
But I don't think I've ever had something where I was like, that should have been mine. Do you know what I mean? Like have you ever had that where it was like a job that you were like?
Definitely when I was younger, for sure.
What sorts of things were they? I'm sure looking back, they're absurd.
Yeah, absurd. Things that I didn't deserve. You know, like someone else getting a television show or someone else headlining a certain place. And it's for comics, there really is not. It's not a finite situation. It's not like there's a limited amount of resources. There's so many different clubs, and there's so many different topics, and there's so many different jobs. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why comics are so ruthless when it comes to plagiarism. Because, like, say if you have a really unique idea, and this idea has come to you from the universe, and you're sketching it out and putting it together, and some fucker comes in and sees this and says, I can
I've started
snag
looking
that.
at jokes as inventions. And it's like, you stole my fucking invention. That's my invention, dude. Like, my inventions are word inventions. Or I did premise inventions or whatever. Like, so it's intellectual property.
Yeah.
Like, you know that that's mine. So to steal it is worse than plagiarism. It's like copyright infringement. It's like,
both.
It's unforgivable.
It also cuts in and creates that weird competitive finite resources mentality. It creates it. It creates like a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden you start thinking like, oh well, this is not like a community of like-minded people that are supporting each other. There's like some parasites in here. And there's some vampires that
It's
will come.
people with different standards because we all more or less have. I don't know if it's learned in the comedy community or we all come into it with certain standards, but there is that thing of like there's an acceptable, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like not closing with a super dirty joke if the person after you isn't a dirty comic. You know what I mean? Like there's just
Especially
certain
if you care
unwritten-
about them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's certain unwritten rules that you wonder
Camaraderie.
like yes.
Yeah.
That you don't want to fuck people over, and then when somebody else does some shit like that, you're like, wait a minute. But the way I've thought of it, it's like, well, let's write another one. I mean, obviously it's the worst and it's unforgivable, but like, I've had people steal shit from me.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. But it fucks up the best part about stand-up. Like last night at the store, I was hanging around with Stanhope and Michael Costa and all these guys, and we were just laughing and hanging around. There's a cool camaraderie.
Costa's been great lately. Michael Costa's been like hit his stride. That like the kind of jokes he's writing are fucking great.
Very funny guy and really nice guy too.
Yeah, hilarious. Like such a sweet guy.
Yeah. But that place is filled with that kind of cool camaraderie.
That's the point to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's really, like, the fun of it.
Yeah.
Like what you've done with, like, your people and other comics and, like your group of the deaths, whatever you want to call it. But, like, but that's the point of, like, that's my favorite part of it. And there's no close second. Mm-hmm. It's not money. It's literally, like, a vibe, and it's connecting with somebody.
Yeah, I agree. It's all hugs.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the store on any given night, it's all hugs. It's all a bunch of guys that appreciate each other, and girls, you know, people who are really funny, get together. And that place right now, it's hotter than it's ever been. Last night, Tuesday night, sold out, just packed. Main room, original room, and belly room. Packed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And, by the way, it should be.
Yeah.
The shows are fucking bananas.
Yeah.
The shows at this Comedy Store are fundraisers anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here, it's just like, it's
Ron
just...
White, Joey Diaz, Duncan Trussell, Ari Shaffir. I mean, it's fucking crazy. The lineups, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
You see killer after killer. Ian Edwards, like, holy shit.
Yeah, Jesselnick.
Yeah. Oh my God, all the time. It's the lineups are amazing, but it's also like the feel. Like you feel like, man, I think we are in a golden era.
Yeah.
Like it feels like, wow, we're really lucky to be here right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are guys like you that almost like created it in a way, like by going back to the store and by validating it, and then your fans go, and then it's like a self-fulfilling thing. But yeah, it definitely feels like, I don't know what I feel like. Although, did you watch the roast battle?
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking great.
I didn't watch it on Comedy Central.
Oh no,
I was in part of it. I think was
in
my part
in Montreal.
No, I was in the part that was in the belly room where they filmed it.
Oh, they did a special that I didn't watch. There's the 5 parts that they did from Montreal, and
I heard it was really good.
Great. It was great. Like
I heard Ralphie May.
Yeah, Ralphie.
I heard he took a beating.
He saw us. But again, the
saw
thing
soul.
with Ralphie, he saw his
body.
entire career flash in front of his eyes. But what do you expect when you're doing a roast? It's like, I know if I do a roast, people are gonna fucking kill me on Chappelle repeatedly.
Right, of course.
So I'm just like, all right, let's judge this level of how hard you're gonna hit.
Yeah.
So Ralphie got hit on a weight joke, which is like,
Wade and his divorce, his family.
Yeah. Oh, right.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Family left him.
Yeah.
So he's alone.
Yeah.
He's fat.
Yeah.
Depressed.
Yeah.
And then someone just kept teeing off on him. Who was he roasting?
Was it Mike Lawrence? Mike Lawrence, who won, is really funny.
Yeah.
He's a really funny dude.
But apparently Ralphie just didn't take it so well.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy he didn't take a swing at him.
Was it that close?
It was like, it had that, even on TV, it was that feeling of like, oh, I could see this going a certain way.
Man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to say that to people. I don't want to say anything that's going to make somebody, I definitely don't want anybody saying that to me. It's going to make me feel like that.
There's a zoom in on Ralphie's face. And as you're watching it, you're like, did they zoom in or did I zoom in? Like, wait a minute. Did I imagine that zoom in or did they do that?
Oh, Christ. That is a goddamn brutal show.
Yeah.
But good for comedy, man. Really good
Yeah,
for
it's a
comedy.
good format. It's a cool format. They figured out a new format. And
Great joke writer format.
Yeah. It's like, it's fair. It's like literally just like head to head, and it rewards good jokes. They laugh at it's like Madison Square Garden. They say people know basketball there, like NBA players say people know basketball. Like that's how it feels at the roast battle. Like people know comedy, and they reward high level of difficulty jokes.
Yes, I agree. And also, I think one of the things that roast battle is really good for comedy is it's pushing the boundaries of acceptable jokes.
Yeah.
And this is a weird time where people are fucking, this whole idea about punching up and there's so much horseshit involved in like what is and is not acceptable in stand-up today.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of people that are trying to control behavior and thinking.
Right.
And that just doesn't fly in that world. It's the pushback. Like what roast battle is the pushback to this PC era that we're in right now.
If they could prove to me that joking leads to action, I would pay more attention. Do you know what I mean? I know, but if they could say, Hitler made a lot of jokes about invading Austria. Before he used to do tons of bits about Austria, and then eventually he brought the hammer down. Like if you could prove some sort of then A and B, A plus B equals C, then yeah, then it's like, okay, I agree. But you also know that racism and all that shit is like, it ain't about joking. It's about like, it's about, a lot of times it's about poverty, it's class, it's so many other things that aren't necessarily comedy.
Yeah, and even a poverty of ideas. I mean, it's a thought process poverty. It's poor thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's what racism really is.
Yes.
And what jokes are is like, you know that there's a certain amount of racism, and you play on it, and
Yes.
there's a wink as you're doing it,
Right.
like in a joke form.
Right.
And there's some racist shit that people can say to each other in that joke battle or
Yes.
the roast battle. That is fucking hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, there were black people can't swim. I mean, there were
Sarah
9/11
Tiana.
off the fucking tons of 9/11 jokes.
George Perez and Sarah Tiana were roasting, and Sarah Tiana was roasting him about.
Sarah Tiana is insanely good at that shit.
She's amazing.
She's like one of those things where it's like someone can talk real fast or something where you're like, I didn't even know you could do this shit. Like she's like double jointed or something. Like, wait, what? You can do, Sarah, you can do the splits? All right.
It comes off even crazier because she's so sweet.
Yeah.
And she's got this smiling, pretty face.
Which I believe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like there is no hatred in her roast.
No. But she knows where the soft spots are.
Yeah.
That's where she sticks the blade.
Yeah, and dude, she came in second. She almost won. She just kind of ran out of steam. Like she just ran. They did write a lot of jokes.
Oh yeah, man, it's brutal.
So yeah, but Sarah, congrats to Sarah. I don't know.
So Hinchcliffe did it with a suit of armor on?
Yes, and would have won, but fucked up his last joke. Maybe it was really close, and his last joke was a clanker. I think his first joke and his last joke, but Hinchcliffe's good at that shit too.
Oh, he's really good at it.
Yeah.
Hinchcliffe is mean. He knows how to.
Certain guys,
get
you can
after
tell
it.
he means what he says. He's up there. He's doing a documentary. He's doing a documentary about his thoughts. It's not a lot of like. There's art to it, but it's like, oh, this is all based on a true story.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy that Comedy Central has taken. That's a big chance, and they've taken quite a few big chances recently. Like I think with Ari Shaffir's show, This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
That was a big chance.
Yeah, agreed.
And that show is really racy, really out there.
Yeah.
Some of the stories are fucking completely outrageous.
Yeah.
So they've got that, and then they're taking chances with this as well. And it's it's off the beaten path. This is a new thing. This is not like another guy's doing a talk show. Oh, great.
I think they're following the sort of what's working live.
Yes.
And smartly going, how do we televise it? Because the truth about Comedy Central is that ratings are so bad at this point that they, relative to what they were, that I think they're like, it's Kent Alterman just going like, I like that, let's do that.
Right.
And leaving shows on that are not particularly highly rated
Well,
because he likes it.
If they do that, though, I think that's the right way to go. If they just find what people actually enjoy, that like LA right now has a comedy scene, a big comedy scene.
Yeah.
And Roast Battle is one of the highlights of the comedy scene.
Yes.
Everybody goes to see it, man. Last night there's a fucking line. Like Roast Battle started at midnight.
Yeah.
I got there at 10, and the line was already around the fucking outside of the patio of the store.
Yeah.
All waiting to get in.
Yeah, because I think people didn't know about it until like this week, literally, the TV show.
Because of the show.
Yeah.
That definitely had an impact. But it's cool to see. It's cool.
That's great. It's fair.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's like, okay, this fucking, there's a little goddamn justice right here. Like, a funny thing that people were doing live. And I think, like, famous people, judges helps. But, like, for the most part, it's just, it's funny to watch. It's fun to watch these people go head to head.
I heard that Whoopi Goldberg was awful.
She was just, like...
Why are you making that face?
Yeah, I would agree. Whoopi was never like a comic. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Whoopi was a comic, but it wasn't really real.
Not like a club comic. She did. Yeah, but to me, she did that one-woman show,
Right.
which was in a theater, was not stand-up, and then she did comic relief, where she was doing monologue with two other dudes.
I'm pretty sure she did comedy clubs too.
Okay, maybe.
I'm pretty sure I saw her.
Sometimes, Joe, things pass you by. And certain shit, it's like you kind of...
Well, when she was going back and forth with Jeselnik, and she said, I have Oscars.
Yeah, she's like, all the shit I got, and Jeselnik was like a bunch of shit from the 80s. Which is like...
Well, that doesn't make you funny either.
Oh, exactly. It's like, yeah, you brought up an Oscar to a comedy show.
It's not only that, it's the opposite of being funny. Like, talking about your accomplishments is the opposite of, like, a good comeback.
Yeah.
Like
somebody said that they were in an argument with somebody, and the person goes, "I have $1 million." It's like, okay, buy your way out of this fucking conversation.
Well, if someone calls you a loser, you fucking loser, and you're like, well, I'm actually won.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should never bring up having $1 million.
Like, if someone says, you broke bitch.
You broke motherfucker. Yeah, you can't be like,
I actually have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So you can't say that.
Yeah, there are certain things in which I've succeeded. But the Swordsman, it's cool.
It's magical again.
Yeah.
Well, not even that again. Like, I've been there on and off for 20 plus years. It's never been as good as it is now.
No. And it's because it's the right way. It's Adam booking good people. He's not booking like viruses. Do you know what I mean? He's not booking people that when you're on the show with him, you're like, how the fuck am I only getting 2 spots? Or how am I only getting 4 spots and this guy's getting whatever? Like, where you see a guy that just kind of is a bummer comedically, like that has no merit.
Right.
That has no merit whatsoever comedically.